Jerry, you've had a few tough, narrow defeats against Chelmsford. How do you assess the latest one this evening?
Copy and paste from Saturday, really, if I'm being honest. Too many individual mistakes are costing us at the moment. Saying all that, we have to remind ourselves that we've played very well at Havant only a week ago. We played very, very well at Concord, but 2 games have gone against us here at home where really they're 0-0 games. Tonight was sort of epitomising a nasty old night. 2 teams were very even. I thought the first half was very, very even, more than matched them. And an individual mistake again cost us 3 points in the game, and that's happened now on too many occasions. I can't keep repeating it, saying it, that there's nothing you can do about individual mistakes. Individuals have to be accountable for it, and it's annoying because the team put in such an effort, such a good team effort. Now in that, I'm not saying we're playing free-flowing football. I'm not saying we're creating lots and lots of chances, because I don't think we did tonight. I thought we were void of some real clear-cut chances in the final third. I thought our crossing was dreadful. I think we went into the keeper's hands way too many times, and I think we're finding it hard to create some openings. I know Alex is out of the team, but we can't rely upon Cody Cook and Alex and Scott all the time to score us goals. We need contribution from other areas of the field, and at the moment we're not getting it. So, yeah, we have to remain positive. I'm not doom and gloom, but what I'm saying is there's a little bit of a feel where it was a little bit flat again in the stadium tonight. I don't know why. It almost feels like we've got to get a goal for the place to lift, and that sort of spreads through really. So yeah, we've got to dig in. We've got a really tough game on Saturday away at Tonbridge. Hopefully Alex may be back for that one as well. But in all tonight, I don't think it was a game where anyone deserved to win the game. Second half, I thought they probably looked more likely than us. But saying that, there was only one save from Ryan that he had to make, which was a really, really good save. And like I said, the goal was a dreadful mistake.
You changed shape slightly. I made a few changes going into this one, sort of matched Chelmsford up. Positions-wise, how did you think the new look team was?
Well, they were fine. Like when we played a 4-3-3, you have to be respectful because they're a good side. This is no mugs coming here. And it's fine margins in this league. It really is. It's one goal. They've been put 5 past Eastbourne on Saturday, so this is a very, very good side. They come in with their strongest team. They wanted to win the game. They're not looking at the FA Cup, so you have to pay them respect as well, which I wanted to. And I thought we dealt with their threat really, really well. But in saying that, I keep going back to it. You can't make all that effort for 95, 96 minutes and then an individual mistake costs you the game. You need to be better than that, and then we need to be better in the final third. So, unopposed crossing going straight into goalkeeper's hands isn't good enough. And sometimes it clicks for you and sometimes it doesn't. At the moment, the last couple of games it hasn't. But I'll repeat what I said. A week ago, we were down at Havant and you were at the game and we were immense. And it was a fantastic display from us. Full of energy, full of enthusiasm, which you had tonight, but full of quality as well. And we moved the ball really well down there and scored 2 wonderful goals. But the last 2 home games here, I don't think we've created enough.
Back on the road on Saturday at Tonbridge Angels, which we'll be hoping will be like Havant. It's also on a 3G surface. A team don't really know what to expect. They beat Chelmsford last week and then shipped 4 goals at Taunton. They've had a few chop and changing their lineup. So how do you think the game's going to go?
I don't know. Yeah. So no. All I know is our team will turn up and give it effort. There's nothing about commitment, effort, running. I said that's a non-negotiable in this team, and they demand that off each other. I said if there's anything physically that players aren't doing, then you're allowed to tell them. They don't need to do that. When people make individual mistakes, and I talk about not just the mistake for the goal, when I'm talking about in the final third, so whether it's a detail in a pass, whether it's a detail with a cross, whether it's detail about a shot, all you can do is keep repeating the patterns. It's when players aren't quite brave enough or quite got the confidence to do it. It epitomised at the end there. We're having spells and spells in the game late on, and we were putting them under all sorts of pressure. We end up playing backwards too many times. When you get an opportunity to put the ball in the box, and that may be a little bit of confidence because the ball's probably gone into the goalkeeper's hands just before that, prior. But they have to be brave enough to do it. And the good players and the better players are the ones that when they make a mistake or they feel as if that the ball before hasn't been quite good enough, they keep repeating it and they make sure it is good delivery. There's a few in there carrying a few niggles and a few knocks. There's a few feeling a bit stiff and sore because it's been a tough run of games. But we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We just go again. Like I said, we're not getting cut open by teams. We're not looking a bad side. We're a team at the moment that looks solid up until someone makes an individual mistake. And we're a team at the moment that we haven't got the, I don't know what the word, I'm trying to find a word in it, where someone's going to make a bursting run to make a difference in the final third, where someone's going to do a little bit of magic and go past someone and try to take a shot. We're not working goalkeepers enough. But a week ago we were. This isn't 3 weeks ago. A week ago we were. So like we say, all we'll do is we'll come in Thursday. We'll train Thursday. We'll have a look at it. We'll debrief on the game. Not a lot you can do about an individual mistake. There's nothing in training you can do with that. But what we can do is try and remind them about that good work we were doing. Best practice. I've done it before this season. The Hampton stuff, the Havant at Waterlooville stuff, where we're playing a lot of our good football. And trying to get back to that and just build up players' confidence. There's no just going in and saying, well, that's dreadful and we're hammering the lads. It's just about them now believing in themselves that they can do what they did a week ago, and maybe we get a bit of luck, maybe a ball falls for us in the box and we can tuck it away, maybe a free kick from down Hayfield then doesn't get held, the keeper's held it very well, low sliding shot. But yeah, we've got to avoid these individual mistakes because the last 2 games have cost us.
Just a final word about a couple of players you said about Niggles and Knox. Alex Fletcher, I think it's only the second time he's not featured since you joined. Joe Wright, of course, you said, I think you were going to get an update on his shoulder this week. Is there anything on either of them? Yeah,
so Joe Wright's going to be minimum 6 weeks. It was dislocated shoulder, so something we've got to look at. I'm going to have a chat with Millwall tomorrow morning. And with Alex, we don't know. Probably for the weekend, we're hoping. I didn't want to risk him tonight. There was an outside chance for tonight, but obviously we don't want to lose him for 3 or 4 weeks. We'll check in with him tomorrow and then obviously on Thursday at training. There's a few others in there which I don't want to mention just in case. But we'll have a look at the boys on Thursday and see how good we are for Saturday.
Well, best of luck for Saturday. Hard luck for tonight.
Cheers. Thanks, man.